I connect with you and the love and the light and the beauty of divinity, and in the love and light and beauty of the divine qualities, these divine qualities of light that exist within both of us and that we share. And I acknowledge your presence and full existence here in the one true reality of love and light and truth and beauty and majesty and joy that we all exist within. I want to talk a little bit about something briefly that's very powerful. It's simple but very powerful. I want to talk about the light of divinity that exists within you and the aliveness that this brings to you and that you are feeling all the time, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And so that we can identify with this light and experience this light in a conscious, awakened way that is so very, very different from experiencing consciousness through finite thoughts. So, when we enter the earth realm, I kind of see it as we are getting smaller and smaller, and we're taking on certain veils and densities of a third-dimensional nature that appear to be the reality of the earth plane, however, are not, because we're all in the one reality, even planet Earth. So as a incarnation, a being of energy herself, planet Earth, not as a physical place. And we take on these veils, and we are born, and then our families of origin. Often we are the only star seed in our family of origin, although that is greatly changing. But many of us watching the video, we've probably experienced ourselves as the only star seed in our family, and not just our core family unit, but even amongst our aunts and uncles and cousins and other family members, and even in our childhoods, we may not have encountered many other star seeds. So we come and we arrive, and instantly people are relating to us conceptually in finite ways that are not true, and without realizing they're doing that, because they're only able to relate to themselves that way so far. And at that point, and then without realizing it, we go through this experience of growing up and having this human physical body changing and evolving as it does biologically, and we begin to identify with false thoughts, feelings, veils, and low vibrations as our true identity. And so, for example, if you had a parent that was very critical of you, and really watched you a lot, so say you felt really watched by them and criticized, and then you learned to stay safe. Somehow you found a way to stay safe in that environment, and maybe they told you, not with just their words, they can tell you this with words, but it can also be energetically. I could do a whole nother video on just that, of of looking at the energetic messages that we receive, the nonverbal messages and the energy. And some of you are probably already aware of that has happened, and you've had that experience and have that experience because you're intuitive and wise, and you're getting information. But when someone regards us in a certain way, and maybe in this scenario of a overbearing, critical parent that's watching, and the message could be, you're smaller than me, you're less significant than me, you're less important than me, you're insignificant, you're a burden, you're weak, I own you. I own you. It's very common, very, very common. And so we receive these messages. They don't feel right to us as starseeds, and yet we agreed to come in and be veiled to a certain degree to forget. And certainly some of us could have had the experience of not fully forgetting that, and maybe retaining some wisdom and divine intelligence around that. But yet most of us have had the experience of not having that clarity to be able to stay in our awakened awareness and light. And so we begin to think. We start thinking, and then we're encouraged to believe that we are our thoughts, and then we think we are these thoughts and feelings and experiences that we've had, and we identify with that, and then this kind of personhood, persona forms. It's not real ultimately, and it's very normal and natural and a common experience to have. And so what we're talking about now, though, is letting that go and realigning with the light within us, and focusing on our aliveness as the divine light, that we don't just carry, that we actually are. We are the light itself, and in those places, the mind is not active. The mind, which I sometimes will call the illuminated mind, is at one with the being. So you can be getting information. It's not necessarily coming from your mind, but if you do feel like you're getting information in your mind, there's nothing wrong. I would call that the illuminated mind. And but it's very different than a finite thought or concept that we've identified with and then therefore given a false reality to. So what we're doing here right now is noticing this experience, acknowledging it, seeing how we've had it and others have had it, and how that isn't who we truly are, and how we can allow that to change and fall away. And so as I'm speaking and I'm saying this and I talk about the light, and if you enjoy my videos and you feel really connected to the beginning of the video, when I am connecting, as I am throughout the video, I'm really focusing and transmitting the energy and speaking from the pure divine light within me to the pure divine light within you at the beginning. So when I'm talking about how we're all one with the one reality, and what that activates and awakens within you, then you feel that in your body, in the illuminated mind, whatever. Notice that it will have a tangible sensation. And that sensation is really an experience of who you actually are. Do you feel that? Does that excite you? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like you want more? Do you feel energy shifting? So anytime you're really feeling alive is a great time to notice this. And when you're noticing it, whatever degree you're noticing it is wonderful. And the more you do it, you will find that experience will deepen and become fuller and more just vivacious and alive feeling. It's that light upon light upon light that we are, that the one reality is comprised of. The one reality is comprised of complete, full, divine light. There's nothing else exists. So how could it exist in the one reality? It doesn't. So feeling that, and then noticing that thought energy or thought forms or limited concepts drop away. And then this is who you are. This is who you really are. And just playing with it, deepening it. You know, a lot of people meditate, and it's easy for some people to set aside, make that time and space to meditate, but you do not have to do that. You are this energy. You are this truth. You are this reality. You don't have to do it for 5 minutes. You don't have to do it for 10 minutes. You don't have to do it for 1 minute. You don't have to have a special cushion. And if beads or crystals, and if you love all that, that's wonderful. Keep doing it. But you can feel this when you're at a stoplight. You can feel this when you're waiting in line. You can going to bed at night. When you lay down to go to bed and you're going to fall asleep. I mean, what a wonderful way to enter sleep. And what a great time, because you always have that, you know, second or two or several minutes, whatever it is for you to connect in this way and to feel this aliveness within you and to experience it beyond thought, and then let it grow and know yourself. Know thyself. This is a perfect way to do that, to understand what that means if you've wondered, or to deepen this experience if you already know what this know thyself, this divine command or order or invitation, know thyself, what that means. So just feeling that, and if thoughts come, notice them, you know, or just let them go. And if they don't go easily, then notice them and don't worry about it, you know, and just keep doing it. Because one thing you watch for is, don't let the mind tell you what you're experiencing and who you are. And so I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't totally make sense, then just practice this and it will begin to make sense to you. And like I've said before, you can contact me. I'll have my website and the link to my website at the bottom of the video. Send me an email, ask me a question, ask me to make a video talking about it more. You know, call on my being, connect with the light of my essence self as you experience it now. And I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm so here for you. It's my joy and my pleasure to bring these truths forward, to reveal them to you, to help you remember them or help deepen them for you, however you're experiencing it. And it's a delight, and it's why I'm here, literally. I'm here for this. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've felt this light within, and you can feel it in your fingertips, in your toes, in what I mentioned as the illuminated mind, and certainly throughout your core, everywhere it appears to be your physical body, but is all in your energy field, which is pointing to you as a being of light. And you could feel things outside of your physical body also, because you are not limited to your physical body, and the physical body is not a limitation, nor is it meant to be. It's an empowering experience for us. So thank you for joining me. So much love and blessings to you. And I wish you all the love and the light that you already are to come alive within you.